Happy Diwali, everyone! Today is the first day of Diwali and it is celebrated as Dhanteras. In Hindi, Dhan means wealth and Teras means Tera, which means 13th. Dhanteras is celebrated on the 13th day of Krishna Paksha in the month of Kartik. There are many legends or myths about celebrating this day in different ways. According to one story, during Samudra Manthan, when the gods and demons were churning the ocean to get Amrit or the magical honey, Lord Dhanvantari emerged with the pot of Amrit. Lord Dhanvantari is called as the physician of gods who takes care of health. And as we all know, health is wealth. Hence, on Dhanteras, we worship wealth as well as health god Dhanvantari. In Maharashtra, there is a tradition of offering dhan, that means coriander seeds, with jaggery as a prasad to Lord Dhanvantari. During the churning of the ocean, goddess Lakshmi also emerged, and hence some people believe that we should also worship goddess Lakshmi and Lord Kubera, who are called the god of wealth. According to one legendary story, it is said that once upon a time there was a king called Hema. He had a son, and it was said that his son would die on the 4th day of his marriage by snake bite. Shocked by this, King Hema led his son deep into the forest and cave so that he would never marry and thus live forever. But as fate had it, King Hema's son met a lovely woman and married in the cave, and they lived there. But she was aware of this story. On the 4th day of marriage, as wise as she was, she covered or filled the entrance of the cave with lots of golds and silvers and diamonds and gems, sparkling gems all over. She also decorated the inside of the cave with thousands of oil-lit diyas and lamps. When Lord Yam tried to enter the cave in the form of a serpent to bite her husband, his eyes were bedazzled because of the gems and the lights, and he stood there on the pile of gold. King Hema's daughter-in-law also did not let her husband sleep the entire night and kept him busy telling stories and singing songs and dancing. Listening to all this, King or Lord Yama got engrossed in the stories, and when the time passed, he went by. This is also why we celebrate or worship wealth on Dhanteras Day, because it is said that it brings us good fortune and also helps to lengthen the life of a husband. There is one more interesting story about Dhanteras. It is said that once Lord Vishnu wanted to visit Earth, and when he told this to Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi also wanted to accompany him. Lord Vishnu said that you may accompany me, but only on one condition. Promise me that you would never go in the southern direction and would not mesmerized or get excited by the beauty of the earth. Goddess Lakshmi promised Lord Vishnu, and off they went to the earth. When Lord Vishnu had gone out, Goddess Lakshmi has this curiosity to find out what would be there in the southern direction and why is it that Lord Vishnu has asked me not to go there. and she broke her promise. She went wandering around in the southern direction, and at one point she was mesmerized by this beauty of yellow mustard flowers blooming in a field. She plucked the flowers and decorated herself. She was very happy. She also plucked some sugar canes from the fields and was enjoying it. The sight of this made Lord Vishnu immensely angry, as Lord Goddess Lakshmi had broken her promise. And hence Lord Vishnu asked her to observe penance. He said that for 12 years Lakshmi Ma had to work in the farmer's field who had grown the mustard seeds and the sugarcane as a punishment. Goddess Lakshmi obliged. And for 12 years she served the farmer. And as we all know, Goddess Lakshmi is the Lord of wealth. So the farmer's wealth and prosperity increased. After the end of the 12th year, Lord Vishnu disguised himself as a common man and came to the farmer to take back Lord Lakshmi. But the farmer wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to part her services because of all the prosperity he had achieved. Finally, Goddess Lakshmi had to show him or reveal her true identity. And she promised that on the 13th day of Krishna Paksha, she will always visit the farmer. And so on Dhanteras, or the 13th day of Krishna Paksha, because Goddess Lakshmi visits the farmers clean their houses and lit a ghee or oil diya outside their house till midnight to welcome her. This news spread, and all the people of the earth started doing the same. And hence on Dhanteras, we worship not only wealth but also God Dhanvantari. And I wish that this Dhanteras may bring lots of good health, positivity and prosperity to you. If you enjoyed the story, please like and subscribe to Gappa Stories and More YouTube channel. See you again tomorrow with another story. Thank you.